Hi everyone, welcome back to another gameplay of PTT6. So, as you can see, there has been an update to the game and the version 37.0 is finally live. And as always, I'm gonna go through the main changes, the new features, new things being added to the game, and then the balance changes. So as you can see from the image of this update, the main new things are gonna be a new map, then a new Paragon tower, the Wizard Paragon, and then a new skin for Sauda. And yeah, so looking here at the new Paragon, it's gonna be called the Magus Perfectus. And once again, it's pretty interesting that the core of this tower is gonna be a toggle, so something that you can activate or deactivate, and therefore you can drain, so you can store this mana that is going, then you're gonna be able to use it to use different abilities, or you can use the main attack, which is going to increase as well the damage. So it's pretty interesting, the mechanics also on how the graveyard works, and yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to show you right now. So this is going to be the screen here, and the new Paragon. You're going to need how much experience here? 500,000 experience to unlock it, and the in-game cost seem to be 750,000 coins. And as always, you're going to need the 3 Tar 5 upgrades, and then you can transform one of the 3 into the Paragon Tower. So I'm going to just check it out right now. I'm going to have created here this challenge with a lot of no wait, so I'm going to have to edit here so that I can sell. Yeah, I can continue. Yeah, that's it. So end round, I don't know, 200, just so that I can play a little bit more. So yeah, let's try to see how this Paragon Tower works, so that you guys might have more idea. Of course, if you wanna dive deeper, I recommend you to try for yourself. You know, do some tests and yeah, see for yourself how it works. So let's go for the top grass path. Let's go for the middle one. Let's go for the bottom one, and that's when you can get the Magus Perfectus. Of course, it works like any other Paragon. So if you place more towers around before you get the Paragon, then you're gonna be able to increase the Paragon level, so the overall damage that you can do. So of course, I'm gonna just set it now like 0, and yeah, it's gonna be like 1, right? Yeah, but 1 Paragon degree, and this is it. So now something I wanted to see is, first of all, the beast attacks. Then I see this icon here. I think this is the mana, the graveyard mana, right? And I want to see if I can toggle something on and off. Yeah, the target is the same. So let's try to... So this is the graveyard thing. Alright, let's try to go. So the range seems to be pretty nice. It's not super large, but it's pretty nice. The damage it does, it's pretty decent as well. And you can see that the graveyard has been emptied. So I think that the Phoenix also is permanent, it deals damage, but it costs mana. Now, if I click on this, let's see what happens. So if I click on this, okay, I consume all the graveyard mana, and I create these zombie Bloons, and now I have a beam. Okay, so there is a huge weakness here, which it looks like purple Bloons are almost like immune or something like that. And now I don't know how to refill this graveyard. It might be because a lot of Bloons are actually dying outside the range of the wizard, and that's why I'm getting it depleted without having more Bloons. So that might be a reason. So if I click again on this, yeah, I sacrifice the remaining mana to create some zombie Bloons and then to have this beam, but it deals a lot less damage. So this beam doesn't really do that much, but at least it allows you to have some more mana. So that's how it works. But yeah, the beam really deals very little damage, and it lasts quite a lot of time. And then you go back to the actual attacks that do a lot of damage, but that consume mana. So that's how it works. I would just want to check the other ability here. So if I use this ability instead, this is where yeah, the basic attacks become even more enraged, and they're gonna leave these marks on the ground, which I'm pretty sure do also damage. And this consumes 5,000 from the graveyard mana each, each 2 or 3 seconds, I think. And then after the ability, once again, in order to recharge your mana, you're gonna use the beam that deals very little damage though. And also the Phoenix as an attack. So during this period of time, as your abilities are recharging, the Magus really deals like no damage at all. And now I'm just curious to see, can I like decide when to stop the beam, for example, like when I'm not gonna have the zombies anymore? See here. Oh, okay, so I can click and activate. Oh, okay, I see. So that's how it works. So if you click on this is the beam, very little damage. If you activate this, you're gonna consume the mana, but you're gonna do a lot more damage. So that's how it works. So you can just use pretty much this toggle so that you can charge it a little bit. You can use the ability, charge it, you know, and you can do this so that so yeah, it's a more of toggles. It's not just abilities, you know, it's something that you can definitely use to your advantage. And yeah, this is gonna require a lot of micring, I would say. And you have 2 different abilities that you can use. You can have this one that transforms the Magus, and now you do a lot more of damage. And then if you click on this, oh no, you can't. So for the duration of the ability, you will not be able to actually change the like holding the mana, you know, recharging or not. So that's how it works. And then you can always decide to use the other ability. So I will argue that because you always do the damage also for the Phoenix, it might be better to always activate it when the Bloons are gonna be, when the Phoenix is gonna be on top of the Bloons. So you can always keep the graveyard like pretty high, and then you can use the abilities, you know, depending on what you need to create. And the zombie MGs, you know, then you recharge some mana in the meantime, and then you once again you can switch. So that's how it works. So pretty interesting. And yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that so that you could see how the Paragon works. Definitely, if you sacrifice more wizards, you make the Paragon degree higher. It should be even stronger. But yes, very interesting. The beast mechanics, you know, the fact that now you can toggle, you know, and then you can use abilities, and they're gonna have different strengths depending on how much mana, you know, you consume. So yeah, pretty strong and pretty interesting. Then there is the anniversary for BTD6, and yeah, 5 years since the game was released. So super nice. A new skin for Sauda, so let's just check it out. And it's this one right here. So it's called Yangshi Sauda skin, and that's how it looks like as you also upgrade it. And there are also new quests, as you can see here. You can click it and you can have different rewards, and you can complete this quests as it was for Quincy. You know, now it's gonna be different quests. I don't know if there are any other ones. Yeah, these are the new quests are here, like 4 new quests, one for Sauda and then some other ones. And so yeah, that's the Sauda skin. Now I just wanted to check it out to see how it levels up, like how it changes in terms of graphics. So that's a level 1. So each is gonna attack with the chains. Okay, that's interesting. And now she levels up. Let's see, level 3. She should wait, what is she, level 3 already? I don't know. At level 10, she's gonna have this extra arm on her back, and I think that's her level 10 ability, right? It's gonna be, yeah, just like that. And then as she levels up, again, nothing really changes until level 20. So again, the chains are gonna have different color. She's gonna look a little bit different, and then the 3 times. So let's see how her ability works here, level 3. Oh yeah, so the chains are gonna stay on the ground. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So pretty interesting. Now going back through the patch notes, you can see there's also a new map. It's an advanced map. once again, designed by the community, by this player called The Wise Troll. Yeah, I'm gonna show you the new map, which is right here, Erosion. And yeah, I'm gonna just try to enter it and to see like how it works. Once again, many of these latest maps are gonna be a little bit different, and like around 40 or in certain rounds are gonna change how they appear. Now there is a very nice bear right there, which seems not to do anything. You can even place towers beneath it. So no obstacles. I see here line of sight. Okay, there seems to be no line of sight. Now I'm very curious to see if something happens, like when you just go through the rounds, like every 5 or 10 rounds, if something of the ice is gonna break, and therefore you will not have any more of those towers, you know, placed right there. I don't know if something like that happens. Definitely here you can place water towers. So yeah, there might be something hidden on this map, depending on what happens in the different rounds. So I don't know if the ice is gonna break, and therefore it might be best to maybe start placing towers already from the beginning, like maybe here or here, right? But yeah, it's like there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 different paths. So probably, yeah, something definitely is gonna happen. Like the balloons are gonna come from different directions. I'm almost entirely sure that that's gonna be what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna just try to resist here till level 10, and then see where the balloons are gonna come from. Because just looking at the spikes, see the spikes are in like 6 different paths. There is one here, one here, one here, right? So I'm pretty sure that there might be something that happens. It could be though that, for example, only mob class balloons are gonna follow these other paths. So maybe mobs are gonna follow this path right here, ZOMGs, the center path, BADs, this one, then BFBs, and then, you know, DDTs. Because there are 5 different types of mob class balloons, right? You have mobs, BFBs, ZOMGs, DDTs, and BADs. So maybe that's what these other 5 paths are for. But yeah, I will not be able to test it right now because I don't have sandbox. Well, actually I could, if I do this, right? I create a challenge on the new map. Let's see if it's here. Like, it should be here already. So if I create a challenge on this map, and yeah, I can see, I don't know, for example, round 40, what happens in round 40? So let's see where the mob is gonna come from. Oh, see? So in round 40, I'm pretty sure that all the towers that you placed right here, maybe even in round 20, because there was another set of ice, is destroyed. And so I think that what happens is that it might be every 20 rounds. Let's see. I'm gonna try to place round 19 here. Round 19. So around 19. Oh yeah, this is already broken. So it might be maybe around 15. So I'm just trying to see here what happens, like when the ice actually breaks. Okay, yeah, so around 14, the balloon's coming from here, right? So let's go fast. Now I just want to see what happens if you place any towers right there, right? And then the ice breaks, what happens to the tower? Like, it's completely lost, or I don't know, something else happens. So around 15. Okay, so it looks like the balloons are not actually changing around 15. Okay, that's interesting. 17. Oh, here we go. 18. Around 18 is where the ice breaks, and you can see there, like, my Sauda was just lost. Like, all the upgrades that she got, all the levels are just gone. So yeah, that's gonna be a huge thing. Round 18. So let's see if it's gonna be the next round where the ice is gonna break. Is gonna be around 36. So I'm gonna just put around 35 here. Right. round 35, and let's see round 36. Yeah, it looks like every 18 rounds the ice breaks. So round 36, so that means that the next round is going to be round 54 when the other layer is going to break, and therefore that means that round 72 is the next one. So around 72 you should have only the very last part of the map, right? The stop path, right? No way. Wow, look at this. And now I'm curious to see if the ice is gonna still break here or if it's not. Let's just go south level 20 here. No, wait, I need to put another round, right? Because round 72 is the round where the other last layer breaks. So I want to see if something happens like around maybe 80 or around 90 as well. It could be that the ice breaks one more time around 80. 90, sorry. So yeah, 80 is still there. Let's see, around 89. So yeah, south level 20. Then let's just go for, I don't know, like an ace right here. With a village. And yeah, an alchemist, whatever. Just to survive these rounds. Yeah. So around 89. I'm just curious to see if the ice breaks one more time, because I think it's gonna break it because of the fact that yeah, here we go. So that's it. So for the last 10 rounds from 990 until around 100 until the BD, you only have this very short path to destroy the Bloons, and then that's it. So let's just take a look at how short this path is. Wow, look at that. It's insane. It's insanely short. So yeah, it's gonna be a pretty tough map, especially considering the fact that you will not really, it's not gonna be really good to build any like land towers here, because the ice is gonna break, or you're gonna need to have a chin hook, and then to every time, like for example, move your towers from one layer of the ice to another. But here, a heli doesn't fit. Wow, it doesn't even fit. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. So you either can teleport. Now let's see what happens if you're on 89 here. I place like a nice tower, right? And then I freeze the water, and then I place like Sauda, right? I don't know, something like this. And then I don't know, like a super monkey on top of the ice. Yeah, just like that. I don't know. With a village and an alchemist here. Oh no, they all disappear because of the fact that the ace tower is destroyed, and so yeah, everything disappears. So yeah, it looks pretty tough, especially the last 10 rounds. So yeah, Impossible and Chimps are gonna be quite a challenge to figure out how to do like the early game, right? And then the last 10 rounds to deal with this very short path. So yeah, pretty nice and quite difficult map, which is gonna be quite a nice challenge. Now going back to the patch notes, as I said before, some new quests, new trophies or items, and then again some bug fixes, general changes. I've gone through this. I haven't really seen anything worth mentioning other than just clearly bug fixes or things that weren't really working properly. And yeah, let's go to the balance changes. So here again, I'm gonna mention the most important things. Just some nerfs to the Paragon of the Boomerang, some changes to how the ability of the Mob Assassin works, a little more pierce for the Blade Shooter, less freezing time for ceramics on the 000 Ice Monkey, and then on tier 3, that's where the freeze duration is increased to ceramics. So again, this is targeting especially like races, I think, where many people were using like 000 ice towers to freeze like ceramic brushes in round 63 or 76 or 78. So now this is gonna work less properly. Now Bundy can create the paddles, so it's not just the 5th upgrade, but also the 4th one. Sniper doing more damage, the grip will move up. And yeah, this is the first interesting thing. Now, the grapes have been like reworked, and especially the cross path with the top path. Now you can see at 210 Buccaneer, the projectiles have been reduced, so from 10 grapes to 6. And also the 310 Buccaneer is gonna have only 6 grapes. But now the grape attack rate is twice as much. So you're gonna attack with double speed, but with less grapes. So that's the idea. And now the cool thing is that with the 4th upgrade, so the aircraft carrier, now the plane's radial attack is gonna fire this arc of grapes rather than darts. And the mission is gonna be 90 degrees, the projectile count is gonna be 6, the speed of the grapes is gonna be 200, and with the 2nd upgrade, so when you go for the hot grapes, you're gonna be doing now fire damage. So yeah, it's pretty interesting how this applies now. And the radial damage is now 2, it's been increased. And I'm gonna just show you this because I think that it's one of the most nice changes, you know, in this patch. So yeah, now wait, what is the one for the Buccaneer? Yeah, this one. So 2-1 Buccaneer, now you can see less grapes, so it's more likely that if the balloons are far away, you will not be able to hit them, right? But when you go with the destroyer now, you're gonna have a lot more grapes. See how more quickly they are shot? So I think that at the end of the day, you're gonna end up doing more DPS, so you do more damage. And the same applies with the hot shot, only that now you also set balloons on fire. And now with the aircraft carrier, right? Now these planes should have, I'm gonna just get a 410 right first. And now you can see that the aces are gonna have the darts when they're gonna attack forward, right? When they're gonna attack the balloons. But then they're gonna shoot in this 90 degrees angle, they're gonna shoot the grapes. So now there are no more darts going backwards, so you will not be able to hit the balloons backwards. You can see that, like at this stage, the aces do no damage, right? But then as they turn, you have the dart attack plus the grape attack. And if you have the Buccaneer 420, now you also have the extra damage over time, I think, with the flames, right? Yeah, you set the balloons on fire, so the extra little bit of damage. Yeah, so that's the idea. And I'm pretty sure this is gonna still apply to the carrier flagship. So yeah, not anymore the darts flying backwards. You now have the grapes, you have the anti-MWAP missiles, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's the change on the Buccaneer. Pretty interesting. So now it should be, I would argue that now it's a lot stronger, because like it's true that you can't attack the balloons anymore at the back, right? You only attack as they're flying forward. But having the grapes and yeah, you don't really lose any projectiles, so I would say that that's a little bit better. For the ace as well, just some changes here, a little bit more damage overall, but less ceramic damage, and also less pierce. So I would say that overall this looks like a nerf, because if you consider here the 3 damage, 15 pierce, that's 45, right? Now it's 4 and 10, so that's 40. So that's less overall damage because you're damaging less balloons at the same time. But it's better for single target damage. So like for mob class balloons, this now it's better. So it's gonna be worse for group balloons, but it's gonna be better for single balloons. And the same for the bomb. So that's the dart damage, and this is the bomb damage. Again, same stuff. So less pierce, but a little bit more damage, and less ceramic bonus damage. For the heli, just some changes here overall to the chin hook, especially. You can see rotor blades now doing a little bit more damage more quickly, less cost for the chin hook, less cash from the ability, and only you can use it 2 times in a round. So not 3 as it was before, now only 2. And a lot of buffs. This is pretty good. A lot of buffs to the Comanche Commander. Now you can see that the Commander missile deals more than double damage, and the missile bonus also deals more damage, and then the mini missiles also do more damage. And yeah, this is insane, an insane buff So I'm really gonna be very I'm gonna try it out to see how actual damage you do, but this looks like a super good nerf, a super good buff, and yeah, it looks pretty strong now, a lot stronger. For the mortar again, just once again they have reverted to a little bit longer the stun on non-mob class Bloons, and then on mobs, BFBs, and DDTs. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And then heavy shells now has lower attack rate, so that means that you attack more quickly, but then with the ability still the rate is the same. And again, just some changes here to the cost, how the cost is distributed between the 3rd and the 4th upgrade in the bottom path. Less radius for the decamo, and but now more pierce, so I would say that this is actually better. And then shouting shells also deal bonus damage to mobs, +5 the damage over time. Super Monkey, yeah, just something for the target prior. For the Ninja's Wall, some changes to the Paragon, especially to the bonus damage to Camo Bloons. And for the Alchemist as well, just some quality of life improvements for line of sight, for the ability when you're transforming the towers. For the Druid, once again, just some quality of life improvements, really bug fixes. But then there is this very nice upgrade. Look at this. Now the Heart of Thunder base attack rate has been increased, and this is actually double. This is double attack speed with the lightning. So you're gonna be able to proc now lightning twice as much with it. And so already the 205 Avatar of Wrath was stronger than the 015, but now it's gonna be even stronger. So yeah, very nice buffs here. Spike Factory, once again, just a bit more buffs, but these upgrades are super expensive, and yeah, I haven't really seen many people using them. And for the Monkey Village again, just now it has a minimum of all the extra income for the farms that you sacrificed, and then the Engineer's Wall, the trap is going to be placed more often. And then you can see here a lot of adjustments to the Beast Handlers, you know, the very last tower that was added. And yeah, so now more damage here with the top path, right? Extra damage when you merge. The attack rate buff has been increased, and the knockback also has been increased double. With the 4th attack also the damage has been increased. More damage with merging, more radius, and more attack buff. And also with the 5th upgrade, the cost now it's less expensive, the radius is larger. And now the 5 tiers upgrades, you can see here the top and the middle one can be overclocked, which was something that before it couldn't be done. So it's very good. And also with the 4th and the 5th upgrade in the middle path, max merge bonus, now the overkill damage of mobs distributes to the children of that target. So you instantly kill that mob, and you do the additional damage that was left, you do it to the children of that target. So that's nice. And then finally some changes to the bottom path. You can see especially it's the top path and the bottom path. Now this one more damage to regrows, so that you don't have accidental infinite regrow farming. More pierce with the 3rd upgrade, more pierce range, and the ceramic pierce has been reduced though, so from +3 to 1, so this is a little bit of a nerf. And once again, when you have the max merge bonus, now you can grab more plasmas with pierce penalty +14. Now pierce penalty, I don't know really what this means. I think it's where you bring the mob and you bring it backwards, right? So I don't really know this penalty, what it means. Maybe you guys can tell me in the comments. And then moving on to heroes, so some balance changes to heroes. Now Gwen has been buffed even once again. So now you can see that there is a damage over time from the main attack, which starts at level 6. And the main attack damage over time has been increased at level 6, has been increased to level 9. And now after level 10, you gain 1 extra damage for every level. So you're gonna gain other 10 levels, pretty much other 10 damage, 10 layers of damage with the damage over time effect because of this. So now when main attack and with the burning, right, you do a lot more damage. So that's very nice. And then some just changes to Adora and to Brickle, just some quality of life improvements, really nothing worth mentioning that much. Psy has now more pierce already from level 3, so you can hit more balloons with the stun. And also I think there was a change here, so like balloons, if there are no balloons left on the screen other than ones that Psy is holding and destroying, you're gonna destroy them after a maximum of 3 seconds. So there will be no anymore like delays, very long rounds where you're gonna just have to destroy maybe a zombie G, right? And you take like 10 seconds to destroy it. So that's gonna be something it. And that's it. That's pretty much it. So yeah, those are the patch updates. Those are the new things being added. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching and see ya. Bye bye.